Welcome back, 25 Years of Doom. I'm Temin.
I'm Mag.
And I'm Aces High.
We're doing more Quake, as we do.
Yes!
Gonna finish off episode 2.
Probably. It's likely. So one story from Masters of Doom that I forgot to bring up is the distribution and consequences of Quake shareware version.
Okay.
Consequences?
Yeah, so id did shareware for Quake, but differently from how they had done it with Doom, in that they sold the shareware on CD at retailers, and that was the way to get Quake shareware. The thing with that being, Quake, the full game, also came on the CD, and you had to call Quake, or id Software rather, to unlock the full game, except people cracked that pretty quick, and it lost a bunch of sales to that.
Oh no.
Interesting. How much did excuse me, how much did the shareware disc cost?
I'm not sure. If I had to
full
guess,
price
I'd say
PC game?
$10, but I don't actually know.
Oh wait,
Because this must have been $40 or something like that to buy the whole game.
Yeah, so you'd buy the shareware for however much, then call it and give them another $40-50 to unlock the full game, and that didn't exactly work out the greatest.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow,
I guess it would be shareware priced. Yeah. So.
I just didn't even know that was a thing, but that's also mainly because I don't know. The shareware stuff that I had, it just showed up at the house somehow. I don't know who the heck was getting them, if it was my older siblings or my dad was buying stuff, or I don't know.
Right.
Suddenly had shareware games to play. And of course, sometimes they would just come pre-installed on a computer.
Right. I mean, there were shareware subscription discs, magazines or whatever, that would mail out discs for your PC.
Oh, interesting.
Right, or you might get one of those, CDs that has 100 games on it or something like that, and some of them would be shareware things. You might have Wolfenstein Episode 1, because, that would only be a couple megabytes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, gosh.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah, gosh, I feel like CD-ROMs opened up a whole world of possibility by being orders of magnitude larger than floppy disks in terms of storage space.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 5 megabytes or something you could fit on a 3.5 inch?
5.14 or something?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
right.
you have what is it, 700 megabytes or something?
720, I believe.
Yeah.
Or 738. Some, another odd random number because of file storage.
Orders of magnitude larger than a single floppy.
Yeah, it's a good thing to have. Gosh, thinking about it, I owned Doom 2 on CD back in the day, and I gave it to one of my friends in first grade, and they never gave it back.
Oh no!
It's okay. I bought another CD copy 4 years ago, so we're good.
Excellent.
And a box too. That's always good to have.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Not the
I
rocket
love this
self-damage, but
I love this outdoor area, and the purple sky with the teal slime evokes the old CGA DOS looking Wolfenstein colors from back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So last video I mentioned that we would see some of the jumpy boys in Blue Water. Waiting to spring trap for us.
That would have been one of the places.
I think so. Yeah. That or later in this level. Again, it's at least in this episode. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you're sure as well.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, there's like something there. I didn't quite
I believe
see it.
that you believe you're right.
So,
Oh, hey.
there it is.
Yeah, there you go. You can get into the secret, get all the nice stuff. Hey.
And then you're going to want to rush to the next part as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah.
So that you can use this to its full potential.
It gets rough past this part.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, man.
You have
And
quad
then here's
damage.
why.
Yeah,
wow.
the ending in particular, like, I really want to hurry up here.
Oh, God. Are you going to make it?
Barely.
Come on. Okay.
So,
Yeah, this part is rough. I can only imagine what it's like on Nightmare.
yeah,
Just
because
lots of jumping.
Yeah, because they pretty much never stop. So just the moment you're off the elevator, they all spring at you, and you... oh, boy. I did not have quad damage, so I finished this level with very little health.
Watching
I can imagine.
Watching the Quake Done Quick videos, it's astounding when they get to that bit, and it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore everything jumping at me and go 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
jump on, and out we go.
Yeah.
It's like 5 seconds.
Yeah, those not in the know, Quake Done Quick's a legendary speedrun demo compiled like in '97 of like a bunch of people's best individual level nightmare runs of every level of the game.
Oh, man.
And
I
they
wanna
strung them
check that out.
together into one game-wide speed run. It was like 19 minutes, the first Quake Done Quick, the whole game.
Something like that. Yeah.
They've gotten faster since then, but like that's the first like thing, and it's where the speed running marathon, you know, Games Done Quick gets its namesake from.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah. At least, you know, from what I've heard, and it makes sense that it would,
Yeah.
but, you know.
So, speaking of where things came from, I would imagine this whole shareware shenanigans
Shortcut.
thing.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
I imagine the whole shareware shenanigans is probably why we started using CD keys for a while.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I think the idea was you're supposed to call to get a CD key.
Right.
Or something like that.
But, like, after this, I imagine they would come on the box so that, like,
Yeah.
Right.
you know.
I see. Gosh, now I'm thinking of the, like, Half-Life demo. That was something special.
Oh, man,
But-
I don't even remember the demo.
I don't know if I ever played the Half-Life demo. I played another game that came out, you know, a couple weeks before Half-Life. I played the demo for that.
Mm-hmm.
A couple weeks before Half-Life.
Yeah, it uses the Quake 2 engine. Oh, well. Maybe I'll stop being coy. I'm talking about Sin.
Oh, I've never played
yeah.
Sin.
Oh,
That's
okay.
That's my thing, is there's a lot of Quake 2 engine games, too.
That is very true. That's very true.
I mean, Quake 2, it's 96. This game just came out. Let's give them some time, folks.
What I was originally going to say was that I didn't really remember like playing anything shareware past this.
Here it is. This is
Oh,
what I was
yeah.
thinking of. Is down
They're
there
right
behind
below
you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
not
see?
today, jerks.
Yeah, they're literally just waiting in the poison water and they don't care. So that was my evidence of, oh, monsters don't take damage in the poison. Well,
That
Good
guy.
give.
And now we know.
Yeah, what the heck? I just missed the last weapon there. My bad. That's so embarrassing.
wait,
That
are you going to
Scrag was very
completely
determined.
pass it up? Are we
No,
gonna
I
finish the
just
level
fell in
without
the
it?
water.
Oh, it's right there in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
and you just...
The
Okay.
Thunderbolt, otherwise known as the Shaft.
Yeah.
It's basically the Shambler's lightning attack, but you control it, and it's, you know, you can keep the stream going for as long as you like, as long as you have the cells.
Just be careful where you're shooting it.
Yeah, it's Quake is not a he doesn't have very many ohms.
It's an electrical resistance joke.
Yeah.
Just for those out there who are going, what's an ohm?
Yeah. Destroys shamblers. It's great.
Yeah. Taste
Fight
your
lightning
own medicine,
with
buddy.
lightning.
Excellent. The legendary
Oh God. So
the
this
legendary ride, yeah. Going into the
boy.
water.
Oh, right.
So I died the first time here because I didn't know that I was going to be forced to take this whole trip. And
no.
I had no armor and like 48 health, and I could not find any nearby medkits.
As
And
Quake
then-
Guy's lungs fill with water, so too does his armor deteriorate. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, just I also got really unlucky because I guess I had woken up the ogres because they were both right at the entrance to the
nuts.
elevator and just immediately started lobbing grenades and chainsawing me back to back because of nightmare attack speed.
Right?
Whoa.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So speedrunners have devised a way to skip that part that I'm not quite sure how it works.
I
They,
would
like,
love to know that.
Press themselves up against the door and get like squished by it a little bit, and then it opens back up.
Yeah,
No.
I think what it is that they get just enough frames inside to trigger, but there's still enough of the character model, enough frames of the character model that have not that are blocking the door, and so it'll keep it from closing. I think is what they do.
Without them getting crushed by the door giving them.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it does enough that it hurts them, but it doesn't. Yeah, just like instantly
Right.
jib them, and so there you can just skip it.
Right. So
This
something
takes a lot of time too.
Yeah, for sure. Like you're in there for a couple of seconds even after you pull it off. I think this is true that if you're above water and fire the thunderbolt, you're fine. But as soon as you go underwater, you're dead.
I don't think so. I think if you're firing it and you're in the water at all, you just...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you have contact with water, then
Yeah.
away you go.
I'm 50-50 on it. I swear I remember firing it from water at some point and not getting killed by it.
I think I do too, but I might have been using cheat codes.
Yeah, I don't think it will just like instantly fry you.
It'll
like
hurt
depending
you, for
on
sure.
where you are and like what your armor, what your health is. So that might have something to do with it too. Like if you just touch the water or whatever, and then you fire it off, or you're firing it and you fall in some water, and then you're like, "Ow, that hurt."
Right.
Yeah, I think the reason that I'm so certain that it does hurt you is because I believe that was one of the first experiments I performed with the lightning gun after I got it in my recent playthrough of Quake. Like, can I use this in the water, or is it going to fry me instantly? And I don't remember ever using it in the water afterwards.
It actually, believe it or not, it actually tells you not to do that in the manual.
Nice.
In the manual, it straight up gives you a warning of don't use it in the water.
Thanks,
Pretty
Id.
good.
Taking this, I'm sniping this guy because I can.
Good
Well,
stuff.
he can't
wide
exactly
open.
shoot you, or
Yeah.
can't seem to find you to shoot at you.
It's
Yeah.
just like, where are all these nails coming from?
I feel like this part here was probably where I first discovered as a kid, oh, that's what happens when you shoot it in the water.
Fair. Oh man, speaking of as a kid, I remember my first time playing Quake. My dad had set it up, because like this was the fresh new game. My dad was way into Doom, and he just got this, and he let me try it out. And I was too scared to leave the intro map. Like I just stayed on the starting platform and fired all my shots, and just swung the axe around a bunch.
That's
Aw.
fair. That's very fair. I had a pretty similar fair experience with a Quake engine game, we will be looking at a little ways from now. I don't think it's not this year, so.
Yeah, fair. I think I know what you mean.
It's
It's a good room there.
So many enemies that you have to deal with.
Yep. Oh yeah, so
man, I think I wasn't paying attention, but I think this is the final map? Dismal
Yeah,
Oubliette?
this is the final map for this episode.
Yeah, which Oubliette, for those not in the know, I believe is a trapdoor that goes into a cellar or something along those lines.
I'm going to blindly agree with you.
I'm just gonna go, sure, why not?
I remember looking up Oubliette a long time ago because Quake has very interesting level names.
Yeah.
Like the Wizard's Manse and like, I don't know, there's one with the word domain and it's like domain but spelled weird and it's D-main.
It's ye old English. With two E's.
Fun fact, John Romero will use that word later in the future.
What? Oh man.
Alright, well thanks for the arrow pointing me out. It's good.
Take this.
Gritty, gross, dirt world OSHA right there.
This way leads to this place.
Yeah, the Yellow Key Palace, I think. Is that where we're at?
I guess so.
Alright, so we have to rocket jump onto this giant yellow switch.
Right?
It is quite interesting to think about how in speed runs and things like that, there's very specifically go to the last part of the bridge to start up something, which we'll see later.
Yeah, just let that roll for a minute. Yeah, we'll see in a few. But yeah, that's great. And speed runs are cool.
Heck yeah.
This elevator is not that great. It's a bit slow, and it has to go to all the floors you've unlocked, which you unlock floors in this building.
Yeah.
It's something different.
And it's not always there when you need it.
Yeah, it's
Ow.
you know, hey. I don't even know how I found this. I don't know what opened this.
I think this is one of those secret doors that just like there's so many explosives going on that it just opens and it's like, yeah, it's a secret.
Yeah,
Good job.
How you open that one either? Oh, nice.
Well, good thing
Screw
I had this
you.
pentagram.
Hey,
Alright.
I mentioned it earlier. There's a time and a place for it. Here we are.
Yeah. Excuse me. Don't mind me. There's something satisfying about that.
Take a close
Rip
look
to
at
any-
my rocket shotgun.
Rip to any
Yep.
armor that you had, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, it was worth it.
It's a pentagram. We're making a sacrifice.
I feel like armor's way more important in this game than it ever was in Doom somehow.
Yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
that a lot of that really does have to do with just like just the nature of a lot of the attacks from the majority of the enemies.
Right.
Like you've got these assholes, you've got the fiends,
Right.
and in a way you're in such close proximity when it comes to using your explosives.
Yeah.
Like, because those are like your high damage weapons, and it's just it's so claustrophobic.
Yeah.
True.
Like in Doom, you know.
Lots of open spots. Oops, you forgot to touch the pillar, didn't you?
Whoops. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Part of it is definitely the level design, but also the mobility of the enemies really changes how you approach Quake. Even with the
Right.
new claustrophobic environments, just enemies are so much more mobile and are a lot more aggressive. There's only a couple that are like passive and act like turrets, like the ogres that just grenade spam you.
Right. Worth noting, I think the Shamblers are resistant to rockets, much like cyber demons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty sure, yeah.
I remember looking that up on the wiki, so you are correct.
Gosh, I can't believe we've gone. Oh, hey, this is the room. We've seen a couple of levels like this in Doom, but this is like the most like iconic example I can think of.
Oh boy, had you known where those shamblers were going to teleport in, you could have saved yourself some trouble.
Right? Yeah,
The brothers are back.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a slow elevator descent with monsters coming in. It's a classic for sure. I'm saving that health. You'll see what happens with that shortly.
Yep.
I have no idea why.
It's just a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially since it ticks down, you know. No need to let it go to waste.
Exactly. Well, it's pretty easy since we've cleared the shamblers, honestly. Oh,
whoa!
what?
Where did it go?
It's fallen through the world.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. I was saving it, and it just noped out. It pulled the Sonic CD.
Fine. If you're not going to use me, I'll go somewhere else where I'm wanted.
I'm out of here.
Yes. And the quote-unquote boss for this episode.
Yeah.
These assholes.
You like revenants?
No, not particularly.
So speaking of tanky enemies, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yep, that sounds about right.
So the Vors, they have this incessant. Well, we don't actually get to see it in this. Oh, there it is.
What?
Never mind.
There it is.
Okay.
Secret Second Vor. It's a homing fireball that explodes, and it has a much tighter turning algorithm than the Revenant rockets ever had. It can like turn corners sometimes. It's crazy.
And it does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's mean.
Now those
quite
two
rude.
in that those two in that room, not too bad on their own. It seems pretty nothing, but that's
just
alone.
wait.
That's just when they're alone.
Yep. Oh, just wait. Now that we've been introduced to them. Oh, and we now have the name of the true evil.
Yeah.
Shub-Niggurath. Very much a Call of Cthulhu reference.
Yep. Unfortunately named depending on pronunciation.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Look. Blame Lovecraft, all right?
Seriously. Do that.
Yep.
Yep. Well, we'll worry about them later. We've still got to find 2 other runes. Speaking of which, a consequence of me changing from Nightmare to Hard Mode is for some reason when I beat this episode, my first rune disappeared.
Oh, interesting. That's...
Yeah.
I'll have to go take a look at that sometime. I wonder if the runes are saved between difficulties. Like if you went if you did Nightmare and you got the rune for the first world, and then you went to Hard and you did the second world, you know, and so on and so on and so on.
It's possible.
Like you could go back to Nightmare and you would still have the second world unlocked. Or the first world.
I feel like that's totally a thing that happened when I was younger too and was fiddling around with difficulties. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. No, I'm not on Nightmare anymore, so
yeah,
that's true.
we can probably expect, less brutal playthroughs.
You made a wise choice. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh God, I am sighed. The noise of grenades bouncing is burned into my brain because they never stop shooting.
Bing, 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 bing.
No, it's like.
Next time, more Quake, but no Nightmare mode.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. See
The
you
end.
later.
Bye.